Even though I follow fashion, in a far from slavish way, there is no phrase that makes me recoil more than must have. If I read that X boots or the latest Y shades have been decreed to be the latest must-haves, my immediate reaction is mutiny. Why must I have them? Why should I humiliate myself to go on a waiting list for this supposedly desirable item? Most of all, why should I fall for the designer's manipulative tactics, 10 which are intended only to swell his or her bank balance at the expense of mine? Far more satisfying is to pop into the clothes shops in my local mall, buy a copy of said designer's gear for 1/10 of the price. Waiting lists? They're for mugs. Actually, designer brands in general are for mugs. They are for people too insecure to trust their own taste. These people calculate that everything with a certain label must be cool, so shopping there is a safe bet. If you shop in the mall, by contrast, you have to use your discernment to find the one garment out of the 3 that looks great. If you go to a really cheap shop, the ratio is more like 1 in 20. But boy is it worth it. Like spotting a little gold nugget in a muddy riverbed, the find gives rise to immense satisfaction. Which is why, according to a survey published this week, the young rich are deserting designer shops for second-hand shops and flea markets. They prefer to rummage for one-off bargain than to waste their money in some posh department store. For me, shopping is a social thing. It means time to gossip, drink coffee and keep up with friends and trends and friends. My consuming compatriots and I browse, select, try out for sizes and discuss, and only if the item is perfect do we buy. All of which is by way of explaining why I have never really understood the fascination with online shopping. Who wants to do it alone, sipping a mug of homemade coffee, buying items that you have never touched, let alone tried on? But it doesn't end there. Sitting alone, buying a ridiculously expensive item becomes strangely easier. You end up doing the kind of thing you'd never do in front of a friend who has shared your fears about the state of your credit card bill. True, online shopping avoids the pain of crowds, parking, and sore feet, but you miss out on the atmosphere and social stage, and you are potentially at least more vulnerable.